In this podcast, I'm going to be talking a bit about my first book, which was called Wizard's Kingdom. I wrote this novel back in 2004 when Harry Potter was at its height and there were lots of different authors doing wizarding stuff, Terry Pratchett being another one. So it was a bit naive, to be honest, but I've always wanted to write a story about magic, wizards, and dragons and that kind of thing. So um, I put together a short story which grew into a novel. I didn't know what to call it starting off because lots of authors have done books with wizards as a theme in the story, and I didn't want to uh, come up with the title that somebody else had come up with. So I actually um, went to the search engine and I tapped in uh, Wizard's Kingdom. That's what I came up with, Wizard's Kingdom, because to me, the king of a kingdom has a sidekick, a mage, and you had Merlin with King Arthur, and I thought, okay, wizards live in kingdoms, so I called it Wizard's Kingdom, which was a bit naive, like I said, but when I tapped it into like Google or Amazon, what came up was Wizards of the Lost Kingdom, Lost Kingdom of Wizards, Wizards and Witches, but not Wizard's Kingdom. So I had my title. Now I delved into it. Like I said, I started it off as a short story, but it developed and evolved and became a full adventure in itself. I needed characters. Obviously, everybody needs characters for a magical story. I didn't have dragons in there. I just wanted wizards to start off and see where the adventure would take them. So I had to come up with a group of wizards because I thought if there's a band of them, that would be cool. They could help each other out and they could make their way through this adventure that was yet to come. So I came up with a title for one of them, the Overseer, Lord Torsk. I don't know where I got Torsk from. And I was doing a book signing one day, and I was actually told that Torsk is a fish in Sweden or something. So I don't know, but it went into the story anyway. So I had Lord Torsk, Zendal, which Zendal was the lead of the wizards. Zendal I actually got from my medical cabinet. I used to take something called Zorton for my stomach for acid reflux, so I turned Zorton into Zendal. I needed a couple of other wizards because if you've got like an overseer, which is like Lord Torsk, and you've got Zendal, who's the one out in the field, if you like, they needed a couple more wizards to carry the adventure along. And I wanted to add a bit of humour in there, and I wanted to add a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of panache to the story. So I got a little kind of a stumpy dumpy wizard. I called him Crasmont. Where that came from, I just don't know. That just popped into my head. So Crasmont the wizard, he's kind of like Friar Tuck off Robin Hood. He is magical. He loves eating. That's his main thing in life besides doing the magic thing. And so he was going to be the comedy element. But I also needed some young virile kind of wizard. Kind of like the elf Legolas of Lord of the Rings, I came up with Maidar. Maidar came also from my medical cabinet, which was there was a powder you could get for your feet to cool your feet down in the summer, which is called Mysil or Mykill powder, and I changed Mykill or Mysil into Maidar. So I had my wizards. I had Lord Torsk, I had Zendal, I had Maidar, and I had Crasmont.